Bill, how is Devin doing? Obviously, we haven't heard too much from Devin. I completely understand, why you just sit back and relax for a little bit. How is Devin doing?
You know what? He, as in Haney, he has to feel amazing being that the guy was on steroids. Devin went down 3 times, and you can honestly see that if you couldn't knock him out all the way out and stop him on steroids, what could you have done if the fight was fair? So with us, as alhamdulillah, you always can see the silver lining in things. And our silver lining is the fact of is we know that we are fair, we know that we work hard, and we know that we're committed, and we know that we're examples for the kids. And he talked about he was for the kids. You can't say that you're for the kids and you're taking shortcuts.
Bill, do you guys want to do it again? Do you want to rematch Ryan Garcia or no?
I mean, you know, of course, Ryan Garcia has proved to the people that he's uncontrollable. I mean, he said that he drank. He said that he smoked. I mean, he said now that he loves steroids, that he takes steroids, that he's taking ostarine. I mean, clearly, there's nothing that you can do with this guy but get him out of the sport. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing for sports in general. It's a terrible thing for boxing. You see me with my kids. I don't know what to explain, what to tell them. You know what I mean? The Haneys, we're fair. We're fair. We believe in hard work. And I feel undermined for him to sign up to do this and now to make a mockery of the sport. It's just, it's terrible, Mike.
Bill, have they said anything to you or the athletic commission about what's going to happen with the decision? Is it going to be overturned? Is it made a no contest? What's happening? What have they told you and what should happen?
You know what? Like any other things, any other the people that have been caught cheating, whether it's Lance Armstrong, stripped and you know what I mean. Marion Jones was stripped of her gold medals, and I believe that she even had to deal with civil and criminal. You know what I mean? Like I teach my kids and I teach my family hard work. You know what I mean? Traveling down the straight path. Of course, you know what I mean. I grew up different, but I want to be an example of change, and I want my kids and all the other kids around the world to have a fair opportunity and to not be cheated.
Bill, you mentioned there's some other people, really prominent athletes who had been caught cheating in the past, and yes, some of them have dealt with actual criminal action. The saying goes, you don't play boxing, and your son Devin could have been seriously hurt in there. We've seen terrible things happen in boxing rings before. Do you believe that there should be, if ostarine is an illegal substance, should there be a criminal investigation? Should there be criminal charges here because of what could have potentially happened to Devin in there, assuming that Ryan did have an advantage in the ring?
I mean, Ryan violated every known rule or code of conduct. He openly said that he went out and bet on the fight, but openly knowing that he was cheating, right? He's cheating and betting. So he's defrauding more than just the people of boxing. Seems like to me he would be defrauding casinos, gamblers, sports betting books, everything alike. I mean, we're fair. We're fair. I mean, and of course he wasn't. You would think if it's such an historic amateur, rivalry, 3-3, that you would expect that, something different out of him. But you see a lot of people that are supporting this, you know what I mean? And I don't believe it's the future. I don't believe it's the kids. I believe that it's a conscious effort by the old guard to keep a guy in the sport that's dirty.
I think like you, Bill, I don't know much about the substance and, what really or how much of a difference it could make. But Ryan, like you said, you've watched Ryan fight for years and years and years. Do you believe that he had an advantage in that ring against Devin?
I just say this is you just never know how much or how little is harmful and how much can kill you. Yeah. I know with my kids, and I know what damage the fentanyl is doing in the community now. And I wouldn't want my babies to have even a little bit. So we know with a little bit of drugs, a lot of damage can be done. He shouldn't have had the ostarine in the system at all. And he did, Mike. And I need guys like you with your platform, right? With your platform to spread around, not for me, and just for Devin, but for the rest of the kids around the world, the importance of how you can fall from grace like a Lance Armstrong, like a Marion Jones, like a Ben Tom, what was it?
Johnson. Yeah, Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
Sprinter.
Like
Yep.
a Ben Johnson.
Sprinter.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Rose and all these various cheaters. What Ryan Garcia and Team Garcia is attempting to act like cheating doesn't matter and you can just get a slap on your wrist. But for the kids around the world that spend their whole life to get to that point and then get around people to mislead them to think that they can cheat and everything is going to be okay, that's the wrong message. It's conflicting.